Hey friends, and welcome once again to my pantry, part 2 of the pantry disaster organization / transformation. So if you guys have not seen episode 1 or part 1 of the pantry redo, in which I made some progress, really didn't get too much done, although I kind of feel like I did, and then when I went back to watch the video, I was like, wow, I didn't really get anything done. In this video, we are going to get things done. We will pull everything out of the pantry, bring it out here, wipe off the shelves, put everything back. I'm trying to do this in a way that makes sense for me, and I realize that is not going to make sense for all of you, but let's try and be kind down in the comments. I do not need to take everything out and throw it away and start over. I feel like that's a little much. I am hoping to even go so far as to put labels on some of these containers because I'm extra like that. Let's kind of see what progress we can make. Hopefully this will be the last video in this series until we move forward 6 months in the future and it's all gone to crap again and I need to reorganize it one more time. If you guys liked the first video and you want to see a pantry organization, easy tiger, you can see it. Just hit the thumbs up button first and we will get right to it. By the way, this sweatshirt is available on Amazon. I'll leave a link below. For the next step in my pantry organization, I have accumulated all of these storage containers that are semi the same size. So I have, it looks like 5. Well, I had 6. I don't even know what happened here. This is what happens when I have my kids do things. Like, this isn't even glass. This is plastic. This is why we can't have nice things right here. I just bought this. All I've done was wash it. That's it. It's broken. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So now instead of 6, I have 5, which doesn't make any sense because they were gonna stack. Anyway, I can't get into it. I'm too upset. I have 4 of this smaller square one that I can also stack. Fortunately, these are not broken. They can stack like this. I don't know if I can do 2 or 3 on the shelf, but I do have a lot of specialty ingredients for a lot of the different types of cooking videos that I do. So let's get all of the random bags of products out and see what makes sense here. This is what I am starting with. I just hope I kind of have the right sizes. I didn't want to go too big on these because a lot of these containers are not that big. I had a bunch of suggestions to put all of the chocolate chips together, and here's why I cannot do that. I have a lot of different varieties. Like, I'm not gonna mix the semi-sweet with the milk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna mix the milk with the peppermint. I'm not gonna mix the peppermint with the pumpkin spice. I cannot mix all of the chips because that'll just like make my eye twitch. But we do use raisins a lot. I feel like raisins would be a good one. I do have a ton of dried mangoes. I have more downstairs. And I've been keeping them in this jar, but does it make more sense to have them be in one of these jars? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I will fully admit that this was hard for me because it feels a little like you're taking things out of a container to put them into a container. Is that just me? Do you guys feel that way a little bit with some of these like super, super pretty like Pinterest organization things? Like, they take things out of this container to put them in this container. Like, it doesn't make sense to me to put cereal that already comes in a box into another box that looks like this, which is probably why mine will never be beautiful. And I'm sorry if it like totally bugs you guys that I mixed all the coconuts. I had like three or 4 different varieties of coconuts, and I like put them all together into one container, and they're clearly different, but it'll be fine. It's fine. I'm trying to have it look pretty, and at the end of the day, like, I just want it functional is what matters the most to me, more than it looking pretty. I think the real trick is after I got everything into these containers, where did I want it in the pantry? That took forever to do. And I bought this little plastic container right here from the Dollar Tree to keep in the fridge, and I ended up using whatever was in it. And I'm like, I need something for all of the drinks, like all my flavored waters that I keep in my pantry. And I like this because it was long and skinny. It took up way less room than the old one that I had. I do have a bunch of bins of granola bars just from that big trip I did at the discount store where I got all these granola bars.
And so I decided to take all of them out of the box and like layer them all up in another bin. So I have a ridiculous amount of bins of granola bars. I know. As we eat through them, it'll get less and less until they're all gone.
Don't really like this corner, so I will fix it right now. Boom! I have 2 of my stackable shelves that I got from Walmart. In the last video, people thought I was not wiping this off, but I am. These are just like stains, or the paint has chipped off and I can't get them off. I am gonna repaint the closet at some point, but I'm painting so many other parts of the house that I can only paint one thing at a time. I think I'm gonna put a lot of my canned goods back in here. I feel like all of these should go somewhere as well, but I'm not really sure what to do yet. Why is this so hard? This is a jar of homemade granola. I could add this in here and kind of get rid of these bags. I know they're different flavors, but in the end, does it really matter? I don't think so. Yeah, I probably have too many drinks right here right now. Like, I don't need all of them. So let's go put some of these downstairs also. These 4 can go downstairs until I finish some of the ones that are up here, and then we will bring like 1 back up at a time. I have been working on this project for what feels like days now. I had to take a little bit of a break, rethink some things, and I reached out to a friend of mine who has a Cricut machine, and I asked her to make me these labels. Why? I will show you why. This is the label I made. I just cut the bag that the product came in and taped it to the container, and I showed you guys on Instagram. I'm at Frugal Fit Mom 6 if you want to go check me out over there. Apparently this was not good enough. Listen, I don't have a label maker. I'm not going to buy a label maker, but I do have a friend who does this kind of thing, and she made these labels for me. So I was kind of waiting for her to put these together because she's got her own life. I don't expect her to drop everything for me. So Melissa, if you ever watch this video, thank you so much. I do also get asked sometimes like how I have the energy to do some of the things I do around the house and get these projects accomplished, even though they do take me several days to do sometimes, even though you're seeing it all in one video. And the answer to that is energy drinks and lots of sleep. I am taking a little break right now to take one of my current supplements that I am doing, and it is from yoursuper.com. Thank you so much to Your Super for helping me out on today's video. When I went to their website to check out their products, they were like, tell me which ones look interesting to you. And here are the ones that I picked. The Energy Bomb looks super interesting. If you followed me for any length of time, you know I like my caffeinated flavored waters. I was also interested in the Moon Balance and also the Chocolate Lover because I'm a chocolate lover. I'm a woman after all. When I told them I'm interested in these things, they said, guess what? It comes in a bundle all together called the Superwoman Plan. So Your Super is basically a superfoods company that have put together these blends to help people boost their health. So they believe everybody deserves to know what you are putting in your body. I love that. They are very transparent about all of the ingredients in their products. Each of the mixes contains about 5 to 6 naturally dried superfoods, and that is all. Every ingredient is certified organic, non-GMO, glyphosate-free, plant-based, and gluten-free. You will not find sweeteners, stevia, artificial flavors, fillers, preservatives, or additives. All the products that come in the Superwoman bundle are the Moon Balance to help balance your hormones, the Chocolate Lover to improve your mood because chocolate always makes me feel better, the Energy Bomb to boost your energy levels, the Forever Beautiful is supposed to help nourish your skin, and the Plant Collagen to naturally boost your collagen levels. Okay, truth here, my favorite one is the Chocolate Lover. It smells amazing. Richness of the chocolate is fabulous. You can put it in your oatmeal. You can put it in your smoothies at breakfast. You can mix it with yogurt. You can just eat it with a spoon like I do. I find it really easy just to mix them all into a cup of water and have them all together at the end of the day, except for the Energy Bomb, because that does not help you go to sleep. This one for 1 teaspoon is 39 milligrams of caffeine, which is pretty minimal compared to a lot of energy drinks. And lastly, they also sent me these bamboo straws with a cleaner as well. So I think those are awesome, and I'm definitely not letting my kids get their hands on those. If you guys click on the link down below and enter the code FrugalFitMom, you will get 15% off your first order at yoursuper.com. I'm going to finish this energy boost. Thank you so much to Your Super for partnering with me today, and let's get back to these labels. I actually have my laptop right here, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I work on this next section. So I gotta get out all of the containers, cut out all of the labels. If you guys have never used
labels from a Cricut machine. I'll show you kind of close up one of them. It's got a sticky front and a sticky back to it, and you're probably gonna want a credit card or something, a card or something to help you scrape it. I'm probably gonna use a butter knife or something like that. So I'm just cutting out each individual one like this so I can put it on my containers. Dave saw this and he was like, what is turbinado sugar? What's funny is like the font almost looks the same as this one, doesn't it? And that one just came from the label from the store. That's pretty funny. Let me go get the rest of these containers out. Whew. If you're thinking this is excessive, you're probably right. But I do want to point out that I have been like a homemaker or cooking in my own house for 17 years. Every time I have a specialty recipe, I'll go out and I'll get an ingredient. It increases my pantry to said proportions. Let me do a close-up of the hem part so you can kind of see the labels work. Here's my container, and here is my label that is going to go on this container, okay? So step one, we're gonna take the white paper off the back. Hang on, you just gotta find that. You know when you're like peeling stickers, that's what we're doing here. Right there. And we want the letters to stay on the clear paper like this, okay? So this kind of goes a little slowly. It matters to go at an angle. Okay, see how this one wants to come up? So I'll go back over here and I'll angle my paper a little bit so it stays on the clear paper. Oh, that one wants to come off too. This is kind of the annoying part, honestly, because they don't ever want to do it right. Joys of working with vinyl. So now I can set it on semi-straight. I am not a perfectionist when it comes to this at all. So I didn't measure or anything. And then once that is on, this is where your credit card will come in handy. Don't have a credit card by me, but I do have this thing. So I'm just gonna like basically scrub the black vinyl so it wants to stick to my container. Peel off the clear one. Slowly and at an angle. Make sure they all stick correctly. Nice and slow. Like that. Ta-da! One label done. 20 labels to go. Well, let's do the rest of these. Here we go. Look at all of my labels. Who is she with the labels? Oh my gosh. Here are all the label carcasses. So I'm gonna clean this up. Do you wanna see a label fail? I'm gonna show you. I forgot to tell her about the powdered milk. So this is my very sad label for the powdered milk, and I'm not changing it anytime soon because she did me a huge favor by doing this for me. I'm gonna leave her alone for a while. Here are all of my containers. I actually have a couple things to say about these. Let me flip you around while I talk to you about these. First of all, these are mostly the Better Homes and Gardens ones from Walmart, just because it's what I have available to me. I did find, like this is the OXO brand, and I have one more. The brown sugar is an OXO brand that I found at Ross like a year ago. I had several people, oh, and this one. I guess I have 3 of those. So I had several people tell me to go to Home Goods and Ross and Marshall's to find the Better Homes and Gardens containers for half off. Number 1, I don't have all those stores. Number 2, my Ross and TJ Maxx suck. They don't have anything almost ever. I have been looking for 2 months for storage containers like this at my stores, and they do not have them. They are unavailable. That is the curse of living in rural Idaho. Most people don't even know where Idaho is on the map of the United States. Companies just don't, like, they don't deliver stuff. So I live fairly close to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is a tourist attraction. I feel like I'm getting a weird glare off of that window. Jackson, Wyoming has a Ross. Their Ross has so much better stuff than my Ross because Jackson gets way more people than mine. So they do stock their stores depending on population and what people buy and things like that. And mine has crap. I also want to show you some fails that I discovered after purchasing
said items. So let me flip you around and show you the problems I have at this point. So this is kind of my baking section or part of it. So I have this very tall shelf here, and I got the skinny ones to stack. Let me show you. Okay, so I got these skinny ones like this to stack too tall. They don't. I'm like a half an inch off. I was at Walmart a different time and I found a basket. Let me show you the baskets. How cute are these baskets, right? They stack, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I can use these like really pretty baskets. They don't stack either. I'm about a 1/4 inch off. So these are going back. And then I got these smaller ones to stack 3 high. I thought they would work 3 high. They don't. I'm about a half an inch off. So that's been frustrating, my friends. But we are gonna put, let's put some of our baking items in the baking section. Needs to go somewhere. I'm thinking here because I don't use those often. Maybe that, I'm not really sure yet. I think we've done it.
I think she's got it.
I think we've done it. I'm gonna show you what I have, how I have organized it. Once again, I am doing something that works for me, that's functional for me. I'll just flip you around and show you what we've got going on. As a reminder, right here, this is what we started with, okay? And here's what we have now. Yes, I do know that this pantry is not white. I will get to painting it one day, but we have a ton of other painting projects going on the house. Today is not that day. So first of all, I have not very often used appliances at the top. Things I do use, but not often. This is very, very tall. I cannot, like, I can barely reach this top piece with my arm all the way out. I do want my waffle irons up here. Probably use them once every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? This section here is baking, minus the protein drinks. I have most of my labels set this way. It does make sense to me. Moving down, I have beans and rice here. This is breakfast items. So I have my steel cut oats, my cereal, my homemade granola. This is grits, this is regular oats. All right here, this is like all the cereal I have in the house right now. I usually have way more than that. Moving this direction, I have maybe breakfast add-ins and dried fruits. I have like nuts and dried fruit here. Moving this way is all snacks that are accessible for the kids. Yes, I did take the labels off the bins, you guys. So I have like 3 bins of bars. This is all of the good fats bars right here. These are kind of just random, like roasted chickpeas. I have some peanuts. These are amazing, by the way. Some pistachios right here, just like random. I didn't feel like they went anywhere else, but they are a snack. Moving up, you see all of these white shelves that I picked up from Walmart to like break this space in half. I have canned items and dinner items here. This section is all drinks. And then this section, I've got like crackers, popcorn. This kind of is a fall over into baking, and some more drinks that didn't fit there. So they all kind of go with what's next to them, sort of. Going up one more, this is all my pasta, is all here and here. These are more random, like just ingredient things that didn't fit anywhere else, honestly. So I have a bin of that here, a bin of those here, some dressings, some condiments, spaghetti sauce to go with the pasta, dog food and treats here, and what's that? Oh, this is also randoms. Like I just have these like ice cream mixes. Coming down to the bottom 2 shelves, I had kind of done this in the previous video, but I did change all of it to appliances. There's no food on this shelf whatsoever. So I have my 8-quart Instant Pot here, my air fryer, which I use all the time. I moved my Bosch down here. I have my food processor with its attachments. Salad spinner I use all the time, meal prep containers. This stock pot doesn't fit in any of my cabinets in the kitchen, and neither does that 14-inch skillet. Down to the bottom, the only things at the bottom are a stool that we use often and my 2 6-quart Instant Pots. Coming over here, this entire box is chips. I just allocated this cardboard box to be the chip box. And as we eat through it, it'll go away. And then down here in the corner are my current potatoes. Whew. That was a mouthful. Let me come up again. I will tell you that I have mostly organized it with these shelves and things for about a week. So we've been using it like this for about a week, and I'm really liking it. I don't use my 8-quart Instant Pot very often, which is why it's under this shelf that Dave added as a charging station. I even took all the extra cords and put them in this basket. These are the ones that we use like every day. So those are still there. And then kids' lunch boxes, oh, I'm missing one, are hooked here with command strips. As far as the shelves go, these are okay. They're okay if you're not putting heavy things on them, but look at this. You'll notice that they, well, I don't know if you can see that on camera. They bend a little. This one is made by Farberware, and I picked this one up at Ross. This one is much more sturdy. So I can put like heavy cans, but down here I cannot put these heavy cans up on top because it bends the center. So I thought that was interesting. I think this is Mainstays by Walmart, and this Farberware one is much better quality and can handle weight. Last big shot. Yes, it is still full of a lot of stuff, but I feel like it makes sense and it's much more organized now. With the shelves, I can see everything and I can get to everything. That ends my pantry organization part 2. I think we're good. I don't think we need a part 3. Once again, if you guys want to try out any of the Your Super supplement products, in the link down below, go through there to their website and then just use the code FrugalFitMom for 15% off of your first order. As you can see, I have mine displayed prominently here in my pantry by the drinks. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. Like I said before, this will never be a Pinterest-worthy pantry. I use it too much. But I'm really happy with the way it looks, and I'm excited to use up some of the things I have in here. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.